Hello, gamers. This is Joseph Kyle Rogan with Liminoid Games here, and I am joined today by my incredible daughter, Patience Eva Rogan, who is the graphic designer for Attack of the Pirates, and today we're going to teach you how to play the co-op mode. Now, if you haven't seen the how to play solo video yet, go watch that first, because this video will build off that one. I should also mention that the rules for this co-op mode are very similar to the 3 and 4 player team rules that we posted on the Liminoid Games Discord server. So if you'd like to check those out as well, I'll put a link in the description. And just like last time, I've got all the materials out and I'm going to walk you through setup. Just like in solo mode, I've got the 3 location markers oriented vertically. Make sure the token for location 2 is flipped to the side with the 2-player icon. Patience and I are playing online, but if we were playing in person, we'd be sitting side by side on the same side of the table so we can both read all of the cards. And we have our teams lined up on the bottom of the table. I'm playing the dark side, and Patience is playing the light side. So I've got Series 1 characters Asajj Ventress and General Grievous, and Patience has Series 2 characters Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren. So for this mode, we've each got 2 characters, and we've each shuffled our 6 action cards to form our own decks. I've got my deck here on this table, and Patience has her deck with her. But I've got both sets of character cards, character movers, and back-to-tank markers. I've also got the high ground token, which always begins on the dark red pirate side, a pile of influence loss tokens, my dice tower, and the Kyber crystal location die. Up here at the top, I've got the Pirate King and Pirate Mascot character card and my Hondo Onaka figure. Once again, we're using a special custom printing of Attack of the Pirates inspired by the Onaka gang with Patience's original fan art, as well as customized card names and flavor text. So the card names will not match yours. And this figure, of course, is from the game Star Wars Miniatures by Wizards of the Coast, but we're probably going to have a custom acrylic standee name pretty soon. I've also got my opaque bag here filled with all of the Pirate Grunt tokens, but not the Pirate Mascot token. That's over here because I've got my Hondo figure right there. To complete the setup, I'm going to shuffle the pirate deck and place 1 card above each location marker, and then put the rest of the deck off to the right side. Likewise, I'm going to shuffle the location deck and place 1 location card face up under each location marker. Inside the location deck are the 2 custom locations for this expansion, as well as 10 other location cards from Series 1 and Series 2. Notice that I'm leaving room under each location marker, as that's where the Pirate Grunt tokens will spawn. Okay, so let's see what locations we've got. We've got Geonosis Weapons Factory. Characters deployed here with 3 influence or lower have +2 influence here. So this will not affect any of the pirate team characters because they are never deployed. Also says Jabba's Sail Barge, 3-point location. When you deploy a character here, draw 1 action card. Again, not going to affect them. That's only going to be a bonus for us. And then finally, Mos Eisley Cantina. That's a 6-point location that says Scoundrels have +2 influence here. And the Pirate King and Pirate Mascot are a scoundrel character. So if Hondo is, if he ever comes into the game and ends up here, then he will get +2 influence there. Okay, now I'm going to draw 3 random Pirate Grunt tokens from the bag and place 1 at each location. So there's a 1-point Pirate Grunt. Here is a 2-point Pirate Grunt and another 1-point Pirate Grunt. And in our version, they're called Weequay Pirates. Finally, it's time for us each to draw our hand of 3 action cards and decide how we would like to deploy our characters. We can deploy our characters in whatever order we wish, and we don't need to worry about the pirate team because pirate team characters are never deployed. As you plan out your turn, be aware that each of you will have to play an action card, and the pirate team will also play 2 action cards. Okay, so Paige, you've got your hand of cards?
Yes.
Okay, looks
Okay.
like I drew all 3 of my General Grievous cards. General Grievous is great because he can do some real massive damage. So like right here, I've got a card that says place up to 4 influence loss tokens on enemies at Grievous's location in any combination. I can also move an ally from Grievous's location to another location, and if I do remove influence loss tokens from an ally, and for each card in my opponent's discard pile, I can place an influence loss on that card's character. So it looks like really the best choice for me is going to be playing this army or not. You must realize you're doomed, where I can place 4 influence loss tokens on enemies. What options do you have? What would you like to do?
I have 2 cards for Ahsoka and 1 for Sabine. For Sabine's card, it is you may move Sabine to another location. If you do, place up to 2 influence loss on that enemy at that location. And then for the Ahsoka cards, your opponent may move an enemy at Ahsoka's location. For each one they do not move, place up to 3 influence loss tokens on that character. And then the other one is return any card in your discard pile to your hand. You may play another action card.
Cool. So neither of us have any cards in our discard pile, so we're probably not going to want to play that card. So my guess is I like the flexibility of Sabine's ability to move from one location to another. So we could, for instance, deploy Sabine to the lowest point total location right here, which would also allow you to draw an action card. And then if we deploy the other characters to the other 2, which are more likely, this one, Mos Eisley Cantina, is the one that's most likely to score, then we could theoretically move Sabine somewhere else if she ends up stuck here.
Sounds like a great plan.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to deploy Sabine right here to Jabba's Sail Barge. That allows you to draw an action card, so you get to do that right now.
I drew another Sabine card.
Awesome. What
with friends, with my friends, make the impossible possible. Reveal this card after your opponent. Even if you have the high ground, place 1 influence loss on each enemy. If an enemy moved this round, place 3 influence loss on that enemy instead.
Cool. Awesome. The pirate characters don't move much. The only character really that moves a lot without us moving them is Hondo. So that could be very useful, though, because it can put something on everything. We might want to save that card until we end up with a whole bunch of characters, because that could allow
early
us
in
to
the
do
game,
some
there's
real
not
massive
many.
damage. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So let's see. I think we might want to send, let's maybe send Ahsoka over to Mos Eisley Cantina, and then maybe both Asajj and Grievous over here to the Weapons Factory.
Yeah, because you have
How's
a lot of
that
good
sound?
cards.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do some damage.
Cool. So now that we've deployed all 4 of our characters, it's time to roll the die to see which locations will score this round. And it's just the highest point value location. So just Mos Eisley Cantina. So that means it probably will be a very good idea for you to play that Move Sabine card so that you can get Sabine away from Jabba's Sail Barge over here. But it probably should not be the first card that we end up playing. We should probably play my card first.
Yes.
So I got an option. I could move one of my characters from the Geonosis Weapons Factory over to Mos Eisley Cantina with General Grievous's card. That could also potentially heal Asajj Ventress if she ends up with damage on her. So that might be the best thing for me to play right now.
Yeah.
Sound reasonable? Okay. So now we will each play one of our action cards face down. Something to keep in mind is that our characters are all allies of each other, and the pirate characters are all our enemies. But if a card specifically refers to your characters, then we'll only count the characters controlled by that player. There is one tiny little detail that requires a bit of errata. There are a few characters that have action cards that refer to light side and dark side characters. This doesn't really make sense for this game mode. Prospero Hall is also a bit inconsistent with this wording. So at the moment, it only affects Yoda, the Mandalorian, Cad Bane, and Jabba the Hutt. We're not playing with any of those characters. And there's no problems with location cards that use this language. So if you play an action card that uses these words, just change it to your side or your opponent's side, however logic dictates. But we should be good. Now, okay, so I'm going to play my General Grievous card face down, and then Patience, you've got your Sabine card face down as well. Yes? Awesome. Okay, so far so good. So this is where things get a little tricky. Basically, each team now is going to take turns revealing and resolving an action card, starting with the team with the high ground. And again, the pirate team always starts with the high ground in this game mode. The pirate team will always reveal and resolve the card above location 1 as their first card, and the card above location 2 as their second card. And we can reveal and resolve our cards in whichever order we want when it's our turn to do so. At least that's how it worked during Series 1. Now, you've got the dark side with some cards that always get resolved first, and the light side has some cards that will always get resolved last. So if the dark side player plays one of these cards, they must reveal and resolve it first before any other cards, even if the pirate team has the high ground. Likewise, if the light side player, like Sabine, plays one of their special cards, they have to reveal it after all of the other cards have been played. So if both players play one of their special cards, that means the pirate team will play their 2 cards back to back. But if it's your team's turn to reveal and resolve a card, and you have a card that you can reveal, you have to reveal a card. Does that make sense?
I believe so. Yes.
Awesome. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so we've played our cards now. We're going to reveal the pirate card first. And we've named this card, you know what I always say, speak softly and drive a big tank. It says add an influence loss to each enemy for every weak-way pirate at that enemy's location. Good. So it looks like I am going to be able to heal a little bit. So we've got a weak-way pirate right here. So for every pirate, we add an influence loss token to every enemy at that location. So if there was more than one here, each of these characters would be getting one. There's only one, thank goodness. So General Grievous and Asajj each get a -1. There's only one pirate at Sabine's location, so Sabine only gets one -1. And there's only one at Ahsoka's position, so Ahsoka gets a -1. So all of us have a -1. Awesome. So now we have a choice. We can decide if we want to move Asajj and heal her right now, or we can do your thing and move Sabine and damage right now. So it's whether it's a gamble. If this card deals more damage, then it's better for us if we wait to heal Asajj. If this card puts more pirates in a location, it's better if we wait to deal damage. So it's kind of a coin flip either way. What do you think, Paige?
I think that it is probably more likely that more pirates will be placed on the board.
Cool.
So I think that we should...
I agree. Okay, so I'm going to flip over my card first then. I can move an ally from Grievous's location to another location, and if I do, remove up to 2 influence loss tokens from that ally. So I'm going to move Asajj over here to Ahsoka's location. There was an episode of Clone Wars where Ahsoka and Asajj worked together. I really enjoyed that episode. So I'm going to remove that influence loss token from Asajj. Okay, now it is the pirate's turn again. And we've named this card Insolence. We're pirates. We don't even know what that means. And Patience, you guessed exactly correct. It says place 1 weak-way pirate at each location. So, well done. You know these cards very well. Probably
very well.
You illustrated them all. Okay, here we go. So I've got a 2-point weak-way pirate over here at Geonosis. I've got a 2-point weak-way pirate over here at Jabba's Sail Barge. And, a 3-point weak-way pirate over here at Mos Eisley Cantina.
Yeah, very good that we waited.
Yeah, now this is going to give us an interesting choice, though, because you're going to now play your card. Can you remind us exactly what your card says?
You may move Sabine to another location. If you do, place up to 2 influence loss tokens on an enemy at that location.
Awesome, that's what I thought. So we can move Sabine here. So it looks like we should easily score Mos Eisley Cantina, which is great.
Yes.
Now we've got a choice. We can either do 2 damage to this 1-point weak-way pirate, which will remove it from the game at the beginning of next round, or we can deal 2 damage to the 3-point weak-way pirate. We're dealing more damage, but there will still be 2 pirates at that location, and in this game mode, that's very dangerous.
It is very dangerous, but here's my reasoning. There are several cards that can deal influence loss tokens to several enemies, just at a lower value.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a good idea to do 2 influence loss to the 3rd pirate, and then do a bunch of damage to in a small amount. later
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Do you think that is not a good idea?
I'm gonna agree with you here because we just played this card. They've already played this, so this one is not gonna come up this next round. And this would be the one that we would really want to worry about having a whole bunch of pirates at a location. So yeah, so I'm gonna agree with you there. Awesome. So we're gonna add 2 influence loss tokens to the 3-point weak way pirate. There's still 2 pirates at that location, but there's only 2 points of influence at that location. Awesome. Okay. Now we score locations. The 2 players get to combine their influence points at each location, and any locations scored by the player team go into a shared score pile. Missions scored by the player team also go into the shared pile. There's just one thing that you need to be aware of. Lots of cards have triggered abilities where something happens when a player scores a location. So just like in solo mode, location abilities do not trigger when they're scored by the pirate team. But here's the thing, a player only gets credit for scoring a location if they have at least one of their characters with a positive influence score at the location in question. So if our team scores a location, we'll share the points, but triggered abilities won't necessarily trigger for both of us unless we both have characters with positive influence at that location. Does that all make sense?
I believe so, and we don't have any missions active at the moment.
Yeah,
right?
I don't have any missions in my hands.
Yeah,
I don't
neither
think
do I.
you do. Awesome. But we do each have characters here at this location with positive influence. So if this location had a triggered ability, it would trigger for both of us. Okay, so we are scoring Mos Eisley Cantina. It's the only location that's scoring. It doesn't have any triggers. So this just goes into our shared score pile, which I'm going to put right there. So we're winning. Awesome. Okay.
So far.
Yeah, it's going to get harder.
Don't get too lucky yet.
Now it's the end of the round, so we have some housekeeping to attend to. Everything is basically the same as the solo mode here. All of our characters return to their cards, but the pirate characters stay where they are. Action cards in play are discarded. So I'm gonna, that is my discard. Sorry, that's where my discard pile goes. Location and pirate cards are replaced. So I'm going to reveal a new location here.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, Hondo's Complex. Weequay pirates have +1 influence here. Ooh, so that is tricky because we do have more pirates here. So, but yeah, I think
that was
we'll be okay.
Unfortunate.
Yep. Okay. So we replace the location and the pirate cards. So these 2 are discarded. This one slides over and we fill in the empty spots above location 2 and 3. Okay. We draw up to our maximum hand size. So I'm going to draw 1 more card to fill my hand up to 3. And the high ground token is flipped. And finally, at the beginning of the next round, any pirate team characters with 0 influence are removed from the game. And unfortunately, we don't have any that we can remove.
Not this round, but this round, we'll get some pirates.
Yeah. Okay, so that's basically it. I should warn you, the co-op variant is significantly harder than the solo variant. I won the solo mode.
It piles up fast.
Yeah, I won the solo mode pretty decisively in the last video. If we win this one, it will probably be much closer. When I was play testing, I was winning solo about 2/3 of the time, but I was only winning the co-op variant about 50% of the time. So those were the stats that I came up with. That was before Series 2 was released, though. Okay, so let's keep playing and see how it turns out, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so I drew an Asajj Ventress card. It says you may discard another Ventress card from your hand, which I do not have in my hand right now. It says if I do, double Ventress's influence this round. So I can't use that ability of the card. If I do play it, it does say I may place 1 influence loss on each enemy at Ventress's location. So that might still be good, but I think we're probably still going to be playing General Grievous's card, place up to 4 influence loss on enemies at Grievous's location. I think we're going to want to wait 1 more turn before I play Crush Them, Make Them Suffer, which places influence loss tokens on characters for each card in their discard pile, and that's probably going to be the optimal time to play Crush Them. Okay, so yeah, what are you thinking of playing this turn?
I think Ahsoka. Your opponent may move any enemy at Ahsoka's location. For each one they do not move, place up to 3 influence loss on that character. The problem is that is you may.
Yes. So
And are we
get
assuming
to
that the
make
pirates
any
would do the
decisions. So
best
we get
choice?
to make any decisions that the pirate. No, that would be awful. We get to make any decisions that the pirate team would have to make. So that
Then
does
I think
increase
this
the
would be the
strength
best card.
of several cards. Most notably for me, that increases the strength of the new Series 2, the Mandalorian character, considerably, because most of his cards involve the enemy team making decisions, which normally in 2v2, or I'm sorry, in 1v1 or 2v2, that's really weak, but in this mode, that actually becomes pretty powerful.
Lovely. So I think this will be the card that I play.
Okay, so it sounds like you're going to also want to deploy your character Sabine to a place with lots of enemies that are going to be likely to score. So that's probably going to be Hondo's complex right here. This is going to be the most likely thing to score because it's 6 points. So how about we deploy Sabine there, and then I think I want to deploy Grievous here to Jabba's sail barge. This will allow me to draw an action card, and then I can deal a lot of damage because we've got the most influence right there.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to draw an action card here.
And then,
oh, it's another Ventress, obviously. So that means I could play Ventress's card a little bit and get both bonuses now. This would double Ventress's influence. So probably want to send Ventress either to back up Sabine or over to Geonosis. So shall we send Asajj? Ooh, characters. Yeah, so this does not buff the Pyso. So should we send Asajj here and Ahsoka with Sabine? What do you think?
I was thinking putting Ahsoka in the middle because it's moving enemies. Oh, no, okay. They move any enemies at Ahsoka. So we can move enemies away from Hondo's complex. That's
or we can damage them. We can either move them away or we can damage them.
Okay, then yeah, Hondo's complex, I think, is the best place.
Okay, so you're planning on moving them instead of damaging them? Because I would
No, damage them. I'm saying move my character to Hondo's complex so we can damage them.
Oh, so put Ahsoka here.
Yes.
In Hondo's. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Okay, so we've deployed. Now let's see which locations are actually going to score. All right, 2 and 3. So Jabba's sail barge and Hondo's complex. Okay, so I don't want to necessarily do the Ventress stuff right now. The new card that I drew, though, you may discard an ally's card from your hand. If you do, move Ventress to that ally's location, and I may place an influence loss on an enemy there. I think I would rather place the 4 damage on these guys right here.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, because those are both 2, correct? 2 pirates?
Yes. So I'm going to place that face down, and I think that might be the first thing that we want to do.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, and then what card are you playing?
Surrender or face the consequences.
Right, awesome.
Card.
We're going to want to wait on that until they've played more cards. Awesome. Okay, so we have the high ground, so we'll play mine first. So I'm going to place 2 influence loss on each of these Weequay pirates. They should then disappear at the beginning of next round. We still have them for this one. All right, now let's see what the pirate team has in store for us. All right, we named this card. This effort is no longer profitable. If Hondo Ohnaka is at a location, remove Hondo Ohnaka and all influence loss on Hondo Ohnaka from the game. Then add 3 Weequay pirates to that location. But Hondo's not in the game, so otherwise add 2 Weequay pirates to each location that will score this round. Oof, that's painful. Okay, but it's okay. This is what we were expecting, and so we've played this correctly, I think. All right. Oh. So 2
fun
more,
card to illustrate until it comes back at you.
Pirates here at location 2. Okay, and so General Grievous is losing this one, sadly. And then we've got. Actually, I'm going to move these guys down a little bit instead of moving the location. Counters up. There we go. There we go, and a 1 and a 2 right here. Okay. All right, so now you play your card. And remind us exactly what the wording is.
Surrender or face the consequences. Your opponent may move any enemies at Ahsoka's location. For each one they do not move, place up to 3 influence loss tokens on that character.
Ooh, awesome. So I think we just wiped out all 4 of these guys.
Yes,
excellent.
That is the idea.
Yep, we get to place one there, we get to place one there, we get to place one more there, and we get to place two here. So actually, here's the thing. Weak Way Pirates have +1 influence here, so here's actually what we do.
Yeah.
We actually get to place 2 on these.
Oh, okay.
And we get to place 2 on this one, and we get to place a total of 3 on this one, because right now they all have 1 more influence than their printed influence. And so while they're at that location, they can hold 1 additional influence loss token each time. And so that bonus
okay.
is
So that's why we're able to
taken
put 3.
Yeah, so we're actually wiping out not just their printed influence, but also their bonus influence. So excellent. That's very good for us right there. We're losing Jabba's Sail Barge, but we are winning Hondo's Complex, as long as this doesn't totally mess with us. So let's see what this last card is. Here we go. All right. You insult my honor, and believe me, I have very little honor to insult. So excited. We're going to Disneyland and Galaxy's Edge on Wednesday of this week. Super excited. And that line is something that we stole from Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So maybe we'll even see him say that line. He doesn't say it every time. Okay, and it says...
that was my favorite card to illustrate out of the bunch.
Oh, this one with Jiro?
Oh, that was my favorite character card, yeah.
Jiro, awesome. I thought, because my favorite...
Those 2 are my favorite.
Is Hondo right here from This Effort Is No Longer Profitable. And I think we do need to release
those 2 and then the
location
card.
The alternate illustration you did for that one.
Yeah.
Also
I think we should do like a little acrylic stand of that one too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, here we go. It says, for each enemy, add an influence loss to that enemy and place 1 Weak Way Pirate at that enemy's location. Oh, okay. Let's see how this goes. We might have just lost Hondo's Complex. All right, so we add 1 to Asajj, and then we place 1 pirate here. We might actually run out of pirate tokens, which might be our saving grace here. And I just realized I should probably put in that has to happen in that should happen in location order. I should probably add that to the rulebook. Okay, so now I'm going to add 1 here. Or I guess we should say, what do you think we should do? We're writing the rules as we're making this. Should it be in location order, or should we get to decide? I think we should get to decide. Yeah,
especially since co-op seems to be more difficult.
Okay. Yeah, so we get to decide. That's.
And they don't go to Hondo's Complex.
All right, so
want that.
We're adding 1 to General Grievous, and we're adding another one now. We'll still have plenty. I'm feeling around. There's still enough. Okay, so another one goes there to Grievous, and now we lose 2 influence here, and we get 2 right here. We might still, if it's both 1 point, we might win it. There's a 2 and a 2. Okay, so that means they have 6 influence there because of the Hondo's Complex bonus, and we have 3, 4. So we lost both locations. This is not turning out well. See, this is challenging. Okay, so they have scored Jabba's Sail Barge and Hondo's Complex. Whew, okay. All right. So I'm going to put their score pile right up there. That's their score pile. This is our score pile. All right.
Not great.
They're winning 9-6 right now. We did do a lot of damage.
That
this round. Okay.
Was an unfortunate card combo because we did wipe a lot of the pirates out.
Yeah.
For the next round.
Okay.
If we can get some high-scoring locations next round, there's not many more besides 6. Hondo's Complex is kind of the big one.
Okay, we don't have a great start. Okay, so we move all of our characters back to their cards. We discard any cards we played and draw up to our maximum hand size. I'm already at my maximum hand size. We're going to reveal new locations. Here we go. Light side force users have +1 influence here. So this, unfortunately, is not the Series 2 Sabine, or not the Ahsoka television series Sabine Wren. This is the Rebels Sabine Wren. Although, her design really does seem to be the Ahsoka series Sabine, because the little insignia on her side looks to be the Rebel crest and not her Firebird symbol. So I would argue that she should be a Force user, but she's not. Only Ahsoka is a Force user, so she's the only one that'll get the bonus there. And then Aldera Royal Palace. When a character is deployed here, remove an influence loss token from them. That's good. That's very good for us.
Yay!
Okay, these 2 cards are discarded. Now, I should note that we have now seen all 3 of the Weequay Pirate cards.
So Pilf is probably going to be in here, and Hondo.
And so, yeah, the remaining 2 cards are Hondo cards and Pilf card. So we could end up losing our 6-point card right here.
Yeah.
This round. So now I think is the optimum time for me to play that
yes.
that General Grievous card, because at the end of this round,
there's a lot of
those
those
get
guys
shuffled
in there.
back into the deck to reform that deck. Okay.
I agree.
And now we go into the next round. So at the beginning of this round, any pirate team characters that have 0 influence are removed from the game. So that includes this pirate token, this pirate token.
And a lot of those pirate tokens.
Yep. This one stays and this one stays. But then all of these guys go away. Little bit of fiddliness here. Okay, so we got rid of a total of 6 pirates that round. That's not too shabby there. Okay, and oh, sorry, I forgot to flip over the high ground card token. Okay, whew. So let's figure out. We're gonna play General Grievous right here. For each card in your opponent's discard pile, place an influence loss on that card's character. So that'll allow us to do 4 damage. 3 of those damage will go to Grunts, and 1 of the damage would go to Hondo if Hondo comes into play, which is very likely. This round. Yeah, we've got a 67% chance that if I play this card second, that it will target Hondo. And if Hondo, yeah, there's a 67% chance that Hondo is going to show up from one of these 2 cards, and if he does, he'll go here to the Geonosis Weapons Factory. So we should be prepared that that's going to happen. But right now, all of our cards will get a bonus if they're deployed here. So might be a good idea to send Asajj here and Grievous here, maybe, or maybe send Grievous and Ahsoka here so that they can get healed, and maybe send Asajj and Sabine right here. I don't know. What card do you want to play?
I think Sabine should be sent. Here's the card that I drew that might help. It's called It's Been a While. Switch 2 of the location markers. If Sabine is at one of these 2 locations, she has +2 influence this round. Return the markers at the end of this round.
Cool.
So we can choose to give her +2 depending on how we switch around the locations.
Yeah. Okay. So good. That means that if Sabine and Asajj go here, they will have +2 influence, even if she does get that buff. So yeah. So let's send Asajj and
so
Sabine
the +2
right here.
for the card would essentially counteract the influence loss that she has, and then she gets a buff at that location.
Yeah, she would still have the
perfect, lovely.
It's you know what? Actually, it wouldn't make a difference because this is applied when they're deployed here. So yeah, it actually wouldn't matter. So now that I think about it, if I doubled Asajj, she would still get this bonus, and that bonus would also be doubled. That's how time
lovely.
works.
So we can double both of our characters and send them to that location.
Yes, we can. So let's send both of these guys here. Because we're expecting Hondo to show up. And then let's send both of these guys here so that they can get healed a little bit. Just 1 each. Okay, there we go. That look good?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's see what locations are going to score. 1 and 3. All right, so these 2 locations. Excellent. That's basically what we want. Okay, so I'm going to play that Grievous card face down. And you're going to play that Sabine card? Awesome. They've got the high ground, so let's see what happens first. All right. Yep, it's Hondo. Place. We named this card. I may not be as young as I once was, but I'm older. Place or move Hondo Onaka to a location with the highest point value that is scoring, then remove all influence loss from Hondo Onaka. So that means Hondo is showing up here at the Geonosis Weapons Factory, and he is a 5 influence character. So right now that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right there. We currently have 4 from Asajj, so that's 2 plus the bonus, and 3 from Sabine right there. So 7 right there. So they're winning for now.
We still have the bonus later.
We'll be tied if you get that +2 bonus for Sabine, but they've got...
No, we'll be 1 higher. If they have 8 and we have 7, I have a +2 bonus.
5, 6, 7, 8, they have 9.
But never mind. So we will be tied.
We're gonna deal 1 damage to Hondo from my card.
So we will be 1 above.
Yeah, I think we're winning that for now. We'll see
as long as nothing else happens.
Yeah, so let's, mine gives us the most flexibility, so let's play your card right now. Would you mind reading your card again, please?
It's been a while. Switch 2 of the location markers. If Sabine is at one of these 2 locations...
also determines which locations score. Yeah, that's also...
So we can just switch around 1 and 3.
Yeah, we'll switch just these. Yeah, very good. Awesome. Okay.
If she's at one of these locations, she has +2 influence this round. Awesome. Return the markers at the end of the round.
Great. We're now up to 9. So we are currently tied there. So let's see what they're going to do now. Oh, it's Pilf. Oh, no.
Who would have thought?
Uh-oh. So this is extra bad. Okay, this is extra bad.
We had a 50% chance of getting him last.
Well, so not only do we lose our location that's in our score pile, but this is going to go to the discard pile.
And does that reshuffle them?
There is going to be the chance for it to score. It will score before it gets reshuffled to draw. So they're scoring a 4-point mission here. But on the bright side, that means we won't need to worry about that card anymore. Okay, so we named this card. Are these what you were looking for, Jedi? Take a card with the highest value from the opponent's score pile. Score it so they get our Mos Eisley Cantina, which is just about the worst thing that could do for us. That's a 12-point swing right there.
Yep.
And then at the end of this round, when this is discarded, that will score because we're putting an influence loss token onto Hondo. That's okay though, because I'd actually rather them score that 4 points than have that happen to us again.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we play General Grievous. For each card in your opponent's discard pile, place an influence loss on that card's character. So we've got 1, 2, 3 Pirate Grunts and 1 Hondo. So that means we get to place 1 influence loss on Hondo, and we can place 3 influence loss on Pirate Grunts, or the Weequay Pirates. Where do we want them? Right here where they've got 4, and we've got 3, 7. So we're winning this one. Where do you want to place these? Do we want to get rid of, we could get rid of one of these 2-point Pirate Grunts right here, and maybe one of the 1 points right there?
Yeah, because we think that we have the 4-pointer that we're at currently, probably.
Yes, yeah. Well, they're not doing anything else, so we're definitely winning.
Yeah, that's what
locations.
Yes. Okay, then yeah, we should get rid of as many pirates as we can then.
Good. That'll get
the
rid
spread
of,
out is good.
That will get rid of the maximum number of pirates right there. Okay. Excellent. So now we go to scoring. We did score both of these, so we do get 7 points, which is less than half of their 15-point score right now. But it's not nothing. Okay. So
it's not nothing.
We discard the cards that we played. We draw up to our maximum hand size. So I just got Asajj's mission. It says score from hand if an enemy at Ventress's location has at least 4 influence loss tokens. The only way that we can score that is if we get 4 onto Hondo before he disappears or moves. Okay, so that's that.
Yeah, I drew a card that's not super helpful to us. It's a little helpful.
Okay, what is it?
Something's coming, something dark. Ahsoka has +2 influence this round. Place up to 2 influence loss on an enemy force user. And none of these are force users. So
yeah, that is
+2 influence though.
Least useful. Right, okay. Oh no! Hijack Crucible. When this location is revealed, place 2 Weequay Pirates here.
Hey.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a hard one to win. It was a fun one to illustrate.
Yeah, beautiful illustration. Oh, and there's that 3-point Weequay Pirate right there. So I think we're not doing well. All right, then we replace this one, Darth Vader's Meditation Chamber. If you score this location, you may remove all influence loss from a character here, and that will trigger for both of us if we both have a character with positive influence there. All right, these are discarded. As soon as this is discarded, Pilf Muck Muck's card or Pirate Mascot's card is scored, so they just went up to 19 points. Then this gets moved over here. These are shuffled and replaced.
Something tells me we might not win, and if we do, it'll be like by 1 point.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one.
Why do you say that?
All right, that goes there. That goes there. It is now the beginning of the round, so we get to remove some pirates. So that pirate goes away, and that pirate goes away. They still have a lot of influence right there.
Yeah.
And this, oh, sorry, I should have flipped that at the end of the round. Okay, so we've got the high ground. And everybody is injured on our team. Whew, okay. So Asajj's card right here, though, is pretty good. It says place 2 influence loss on each enemy with any influence loss, and place 1 influence loss on each enemy without any influence loss. That is at Asajj's location. So if I was to send Asajj right here, she would be doing a lot of damage. 2 to Hondo, and then 1 to each of these guys right here.
I like that. That's good.
That's not nearly enough to score that, but it does put some serious damage there. And I think that this one might also be good. You may discard another Ventress card from your hand. If you do double Ventress's influence at this round, you may place an influence on each enemy at Ventress's location. So for 1 fewer influence loss, we would be doubling Asajj from 2 to 4. I don't think we're going to win this location, though. I think we're just trying to deal damage. What are you thinking you want to do, though?
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So, I think Sabine should go do we think that we can... What was the condition to get healed on that card?
I think we can score this.
I think Sabine should go there, but here's the thing with Ahsoka. I have 2 cards. Well, one of them is in the discard, but sometimes the student guides the master. Return any card in your discard pile to your hand. You may play another action card.
Yes.
The action card I should play: surrender or face the consequences. Your opponent may move any enemies at Ahsoka's location. For each one they do not move, place up to 3 influence loss on that character. So I think Ahsoka should go to Hijack Crucible.
Okay, so if that is the case, if I play this one that doubles Ventress and just deals 1, that will allow us to score Ventress's mission here. Because between the 2 of us, we will be putting a lot of influence on Hondo. The only thing that could screw us up is if he moves, or if he leaves. So if one of his cards here happens, so I'm just saying we need to probably use your ability first.
Okay.
And then I think we'll be able to score it immediately. Yes, I think this is a plan. Okay, I think this is our yes. Okay, so we're sending Sabine here.
So
I think we also should send Grievous here. So hopefully they can score that. Right now, Grievous has 3. Sabine has 1. So we're tied here. We're probably not going to score it, but we might score that. Probably not. Okay, and then I'm going to play the double Ventress, and you're going to play that combo of cards. Yes?
Yes.
And I'm hoping to score that. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, before we play those cards, let's see what it's actually going to score. 1 and 2. So
perfect.
Right here and here.
Wonderful.
All right.
So we won't get the other.
Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna get this one yet. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna play that, and you're playing those. Okay. Yes. So you're gonna do your combo first, so we can get Asajj's mission.
I am going to return any card in my discard pile to my hand, and that will be this card. Yep. Surrender or face the consequences. Where I want to, for each enemy that they do not move, which I don't want them to move any of them, place up to 3 influence loss on that character. So I would like to place as many 3 influence loss on those characters as possible, please.
Okay, and That's going to put 4 total influence on Hondo, which means Asaj's card will score as soon as this is done resolving. And we'll put 1 there, and we can put 2 there, and we can put 3 here. Oh, sorry, Asaj is here. And we can put 2 here. Excellent. Okay. And Asaj's mission scores. Boom.
Yay.
So now we're up to 11. 11 to their 19.
20? Oh,
they have 19.
Close to 20.
Whew, okay. But we're doing better. All right, let's see what they're gonna do.
Of course it was going to be that one, because we haven't seen him yet.
Oh no, okay. Oh, so no, this is good. This is actually really good for us. This is really good for us. Okay.
Okay.
This is good.
How?
This is excellent. Okay, so we named this card. I've done this many times, and I've only been struck. I've done this many times. You may remove up to 3 weak-way pirates from a single location. If you do, add that number of influence loss to enemies at that location in any combination. And because this location is scoring, we can remove these 2, and because there's none of our characters here,
we can score it.
We can move these 2. We don't score it, but we can move these 2 without any
without any
detriment
damage
to us, and they don't get to score that unless they play some pirates here. So we
can move them out of the
less
game?
likely. We've just removed them. Yes. So that was
So
very
moving
good.
them can remove them from the game.
Yeah, that was very good for us.
Okay.
Okay, now we play mine. So I may discard another Ventress card from my hand. I'm going to discard this one from my hand. If I do, double Ventress's influence this round, so she's gone up to 4 now. I may place 1 influence loss on each enemy at Ventress's location. Can't place any more on those, but I can finish off Hondo. So as long as this next card does not move or remove Hondo, we've just removed it from the game.
As long as this effort is still profitable.
Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Here we go. Whoop. All right.
Hey!
Excellent. This is good. This is good. All right. You insult my honor, and believe me, I have very little honor to insult. For each enemy, add an influence loss to that enemy and place 1 weak-way pirate at that enemy's location. Okay, so Asaj is going to get 1, and Ahsoka is going to get 1, and we're going to get two pirates here. But I think we're still good. I'm going to separate these 2 tokens to represent that 1 is happening after the doubling happened. So she was at 2, she went up to 4, she's now back down to 3.
Okay.
And Ahsoka is at 3, so we're at 6. So we're going to win this one, even if I was to draw 3-point pirates. But I don't think I can. So that's 4. So we're still winning this location. And then same thing is going to happen here. Grievous gets 1, and Sabine gets 1. Sabine is now at 0. Sabine might need to go to the back to tank. And get 2 more here. Or I don't know, maybe we keep her there and just really push to win that location.
We'll see what cards we have.
So that wasn't too bad. All right, and then I think we move to scoring. So I do believe we win the Crucible, and nobody scores the Jedi Council Chamber. Whew, that was about as good as it could possibly go for us. All right, end of round. So now everybody's returned. We are all really sore and hurting. Okay, cards are discarded. I'm going to shuffle my discard to form my deck. And draw up to 3. There we go, 2 Ventresses and 1 Grievous. This is going to be revealed. Mortis Monastery. Okay, this one, we just had a weird ruling on this one. We'll see if it comes up. It says, while scoring, your side has +1 influence here for each card in your discard pile. So this one is weird. Here's how this works. Basically, this has been errated, and so Noah, the original editor, has mentioned the intent behind this card is that one character on your team here, whether they have positive or 0 influence, gets that bonus for every card in your discard pile. So that normally would be great for us if I had cards in my discard pile. Do you have cards
but
in
we
your
just
discard
shuffled.
pile?
No, we shuffled at the same
You just
time.
shuffled yours? Okay, so
Yeah.
that's bad for us and good for the pirate team.
And the card that I drew talks about
they have
discard pile as
2.
well. So
They have 2 cards in their discard pile right now. Okay, there and there. So that's bad for us. Okay,
Yeah.
and this flips. Now we go to the beginning of the round. Hondo goes away. I've never been able to do this before. I was never able to actually remove Hondo from the game before he ran away. So that is a first.
Hey, even though we might not win
for that.
Yeah. that Ahsoka card combo is really good when it comes up.
Okay. There's still 2 pirates there. We are getting rid of lots of pirates, and they're just coming back very, very quickly.
That's what you don't like. They just come so fast.
Yes, they do. Okay, so right now we are at 17 to their 19. Okay. Let's see what I've got. My Grievous, this is the one that places up to 4 influence loss tokens on enemies at Grievous's location. Might want to just send Grievous right here to do that. Hopefully we can win it. Heal some people by sending him here. Do you have that Sabine card that allows us to manipulate the location markers?
No, the only one is the one that deals with the high ground, so like playing it after the enemy has already done something. The other 2 are Ahsoka.
Okay.
I have the one that only gives me +2 influence because there's no force users, and then the one that I just drew deals with my discard pile, and I have nothing in my discard pile right now. So I don't really have great cards.
Okay, so you can give Ahsoka a +2, or
yes,
you can.
That's what I was gonna.
What is that Sabine card that plays after everybody?
Reveal this card after your opponent, even if you have the high ground. Place 1 influence loss token on each enemy. If an enemy moved this round, place 3 influence loss tokens on that enemy instead.
Okay.
So it can deal some damage, but not a lot.
I definitely think that's what we're going to want to do. So.
Do we want to try to score, even though there's a bunch of pirates there, at that 3-point location?
Now, Sabine, does that card say anything about Sabine having to be there? It doesn't, does it? It's not like at Sabine's location. Good. So that means
can I be in the back to tank?
And you can send Sabine to the back to tank,
perfect.
And you can still play that card. Grievous, however, has to go to a location to deal those 4. And so I think I'm going to send Grievous here. Hopefully he'll get healed. Between the 2 of us, we should be able to at least wipe out all of those guys right there. Ahsoka right now has the highest influence at 3. If we send her to Jedi Council Chamber, she'll get 4 right there. That might be our best shot at winning another location. So if we send that,
as long as nothing horrible happens.
Asajj here, that sound reasonable?
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay, great. Let's see what's actually going to score. All 3. Okay, so that's a net gain for us if we score these 2 and they score that one. And I think that would. What did I say? We're at 17 and they're at 19.
And they're at 19.
That would tie the game.
Have you ever had this tie? What happens with the tie?
We still have more locations, so that would just bring us up to a tied game. And if that happens, most likely this next round will be the last round. So I think we've got our plan. So we play those cards face down. And let's see. The pirates have the high ground, so let's see what happens. Okay. Place. Hondo's back. Hondo's back.
Welcome back.
Place or move Hondo Ohnaka to a location with the highest point value that is scoring, then remove all influence loss from Hondo Ohnaka. So he's coming to the Mortis Monastery right there. Okay.
Well, we probably weren't going to get that one anyway, since we don't have anyone there.
Okay, and I think, so I have to play mine because yours has to be played last. So yes. I have to do this. I'm going to place...
It just says after your opponent. I can play it. The opponent's already gone.
It has to go after all the cards.
Okay.
That is the ruling for this mode of the game. Okay, so I'm going to place these guys here and here. Yeah? Okay. Then let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, all right. If Hondo is at a location, remove Hondo Ohnaka and all influence loss from Hondo from the game. Then add 3 weekly pirates to that location. So we're definitely not getting Mortis Monastery. That's okay. It's not necessarily a terrible thing if they load up all of their pirates in one location. And especially since we just put the 3-point there, 2 of the 1 point. So I don't think we're ever going to score location 1 again. But we can if we focus on these 2 and they're just getting that one for the last round, I think we can pull this off and win this. I think we've got a chance here. Okay, and now you
A
play
chance.
yours.
A chance.
Everybody, every enemy gets an influence loss token, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Everyone gets 1 influence loss.
Oh, that
so
is
2 of those pirates, so 4 pirates actually get knocked out.
Excellent. Yeah, so those guys are all going away. That's good, because that means if we're drawing more, those will be back in the bag. Be drawn. Those are the ones we want to draw. This is good. This is good. Okay, so we're removing a total of 6 pirates at the beginning of the next turn. And, so we're going to scoring now. We score these 2. And they score Mortis Monastery, and that, I believe, ties the game at 23 points apiece. Yeah? Yeah, 23 and 23. Okay. So we discard cards. We draw up to our hand size. Characters are returned. Oh, shoot. Only one of my characters gets healed. Only one of them gets healed.
Oh, no. Well...
Yeah.
But hey, Sabine is healed because we've been in the back of the tank.
Yeah. Should I heal Grievous or Asajj?
Grievous does deal more damage, but Asajj has more influence points.
Well, let's see.
What cards do you have right now?
I shouldn't have drawn yet. So right now I've got the Asajj. Asajj does have the ability to double, so it might be better to heal Asajj.
Grievous? Or Asajj? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to heal Asajj because she's got the ability to double. And so that's getting more bang for our buck. Sabine does get totally healed from back to tank. All right, there we go. And now the last 3 location cards. Night Sister's Fortress Entrance. Oh no, ignore all influence loss on characters here. Okay, so...
Well,
yeah.
We're not getting that one.
Jedi Temple Holocron Vault. When you deploy a Force user here, you may add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. That's good. And the Emperor's Throne Room Dark Side Force users have +1 influence here. Okay.
Okay, so you should go there.
I think we might have this. We might be able to pull this off.
Are you going to remove the pirates that
these 2
you need to be removed?
Here. Yeah, that happens at the beginning of the round. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. We shuffle this.
Lovely.
Okay, now, we should take a look and see what's happening. So it's the other 2, these 2 cards are the 2 pirate grunts. So
yes. So more pirates are going to enter the scene.
So pirates are going to be dealing damage, and pirates are going to be joining. We don't know which order they're going to be in, but that's what's going to be happening. So we should be prepared for that. And 1 pirate grunt is going to show up at each location, and they're each going to deal damage at some point. Okay, so that's there. That is there. Okay, but this is the last round because we're out of location cards in the location deck. Okay. This gets flipped.
Something
and
that
now we draw, and now these guys go away. So this one disappeared. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes.
They don't disappear. They don't disappear because we are ignoring
influence loss is ignored.
So
and it happens at the beginning.
Yeah, it happens at the beginning of the round after this location is revealed. So they do not have 0 influence. They do not go away. These ones do though. These ones go away.
Yes. Something I would like to share because that first location, that's a 4-pointer. Yes.
Yes.
And the other 2 are 3. So that means that's the highest point right there.
Yes.
Yes, but what I'm saying is...
all 3 are going to score.
because it's the last round. Never mind then.
Yes. So
I just wanted to
if we can win these 2, and they win that one, we will win the game.
Okay.
And I think that's what's set up to happen because there's nobody here. There's a ton of people here, so I think we should ignore this and just go here and here. Let's plan out the best way we can maximize damage.
I can give Sabine +2.
I think we have the high ground this time, right?
Yes.
Yes. I think the first thing we should do is double Ventress's influence before she gets any damage. Yes. I won't be able to damage any other enemies, but that gives us, especially if I send her here, that'll give us 8 total influence right here. The worst that they can do then is play 1, like they could play a 3-point pirate here and deal 1 damage. And so I think we want to just send Asajj here and double her, so she'll go up to 8. And then I think you should definitely deploy Ahsoka right here, and that'll allow you to put 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. Is there a card in your discard pile that you want?
Because I only have 1 right now, and it's the one I just played last round, which would place 1
On everybody?
on everyone.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Cool.
Awesome.
Will show, but that means.
And then let's send Sabine
Wait, question.
Yeah.
So when that happens, that goes into my hand, and I'm able to play it that round.
Yeah, you've got it in your
Okay,
hand
so
right
I
now.
can play something else first. Like, am I able to play one action card or 2?
Just one.
Okay, so I want to play the one that was in my discard.
Yeah. Okay,
Cool.
so play that one. I'm going to play Ventresses first. We don't roll the die because this last one, I think we've got this. I think we won this one. So let's take a look. Okay,
Don't
here
say
we go.
anything yet.
We've got the high ground. So we're going to double Ventress's influence. She goes up to 8 because she's got the bonus here. So she was at 4. Now she's at 8. I can place an influence loss on each enemy at Ventress's location, but there are none. Now let's see what they do. Okay, add an influence loss to each enemy for every weak way pirate at that enemy's location.
Lovely.
Yes.
I don't have any.
Nothing. And then you play yours, which
Yes.
would, all that is going to do, oh no, they do theirs.
No,
in
because I
2 in a
want
row.
they do it
Yeah,
first
they do
because this
theirs
is
2 in a
the
row. Yep.
special
Okay,
one,
place 1 weak way pirate at each location.
which works out because we
Yep.
want to deal damage to those.
That goes there. This goes here. This goes here. We now place an influence loss on everybody.
On each of them.
And these ones technically do get influence loss, even if it goes over their printed influence.
Because it's being ignored right now.
Being ignored.
We don't need to do this. It's just for
and
funsies
then-
right now.
Then they score the Night Sisters Fortress Entrance.
And you
we
put 2.
score both
I
of
guess
these,
you don't need to.
and we win by 2 points.
Yay!
Woo! Oh, okay.
Yeah, the co-op one is difficult. You don't know if you're gonna win or lose.
Awesome.
But both of the ones that I've played, we've won by a little bit.
Okay, so yes, we need to also, we might as well put those right there. Yeah, so those also get the extra influence loss tokens. Okay, that's the game. So once again, we had a ton of fun making this. We've already started working on more projects. Thank you to everyone that's already tried the game and posted about it. For now, this is Joseph Kyle Rogan and Patience Eva Rogan with Liminoid Games signing off. See you next time, gamers.